Hey guys, welcome back to the third segment of the second episode of the No Show. We're going to be talking a little bit about music this time around in video games. Oh yeah. So basically the question I have right here is
a wee moe it, a wee moe it, a wee moe it, a wee moe it.
In the jungle. No, I can't even. I'm not even going to.
Please stop.
But yeah, best music in video games. This can be soundtracks. This can be original music written for the video game itself. It can be any of those type of things. And it doesn't have to be the best. Just something that really comes into memory, and that's what my one of my answers is going to be is pretty much I'd say from Tony Hawk. I don't know, like everything until American Wasteland for the Tony Hawk games were absolutely amazing music.
Definitely.
I mean, like it got me into rock music. It got me into Green Day. It got me into liking a little bit of underground, like R&B and stuff like that. It had really good music, kind of diversified.
Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
But I'd sit there and listen to those soundtracks on my back in the day, my iPod, and just listen to that whole soundtrack through and through. I'm like, this is fucking so good. And then I'd sit there and play the games, and I got into. Me and Mike, our good friend Mike O'Brien, outside of the podcast.
Hey, shout out Mike.
Yeah, shout out Mike.
And Adam.
Talking about shout outs real quick. Let's shout out your friend who actually got us to a little workaround with the video to finally get video this time around.
Let's do a quick shout out for Matthew. What's up, man?
What up,
Thank you for fixing our video.
Thank you.
We love you.
You seriously made me so much happier because everybody that's sitting here right now knows how fucking mad I got the past 2 times. We've tried to do this
we did
the first episode.
It was scary.
It was scary. But you could definitely see
I felt like a prisoner.
Shut the fuck up.
Like
again.
I'm not gonna lie. Like a little bit of shit came out of my pants.
But anyways, a lot of good music when it comes to Tony Hawk.
Oh, dude, definitely agree. Like from the moment you fire up Tony Hawk 2 and you're just sitting on the menu and it's just like it's like fucking
dude, I love
rage.
It. What music? If you can remember
that, I don't know. Just all the Tony Hawk games introduced me to so much. Growing up, I wasn't like, I don't know. I was like into.
I was kind of into what my parents listened to, which was like
classic.
Like The Cure, Depeche Mode. My parents were into really cool music.
That's kind of. I mean, that's not
young,
classic rock, but it's kind of like that. Like, I mean, it's newer than that. It's more new wave, but
yeah. Do you want to know the weird thing? Is my parents aren't really into like classic rock.
Yeah.
But I got into classic rock. It kind of like jumped the generation.
Yeah.
It was weird because like my granddad loves he loves CCR, Zeppelin, all that type of stuff.
Right.
But and like honestly, I'm the only person who really is like a huge Pink Floyd fan in my family, which is I just thought it was a little odd. But
yeah, the Tony Hawk games just introduced a lot of people to a lot of different things, from hip hop and like you said R&B to rock and punk music. And I
usually gave it all a chance. I never
and they were just crafted so well where it just fit.
It fit with any song that was on the soundtracks through those years. It just went with what you were doing in the game.
Question: how many Sting songs were in Tony Hawk?
I don't know.
See, I don't like that answer.
It's unacceptable, isn't it?
Straight up.
What games were your answers?
See, when we first started discussing this topic, I was like juggling between Guitar Hero, Warriors of Rock.
Yo, shout out. That doesn't have that bad of a. I'm a
DJ Hero.
DJ Hero is actually pretty tight.
No, DJ Hero.
Those mashups are awesome.
I had that game.
I mean,
it got boring after like a week.
But the songs are cool.
Nah, DJ Hero.
Nah, dude, you
I like
didn't own
DJ
it. Like, here's the thing.
My friend owned it. He loved it.
Dude, I did 2 for a week, and I was like, I played every song. I'm done with this
To
game.
be honest, though, DJ Hero is an amazing game. And if it didn't come out when there was so much fatigue with like plastic instruments, it probably would have did amazing. But no,
especially dude. On honesty, if we didn't have a fatigue, like, how big would it be right now?
I feel like it'd be awesome if they had actual artists like contribute, mashups and songs, and like remixes.
But like, think about that. Like, if they're like,
all these electronic artists put remixes of their own, in the game, that'd be awesome.
Nowadays,
that's
what I'm saying, dude.
How
like,
EDM has blown up.
Let's get like the big people on. Dude. Let's get the big people on SoundCloud, and be like, hey,
Dude, all you gotta do is get like
handful.
Avicii and Skrillex on there, and you're done. It's sold.
Avicii. Hey guys, when I'm done with doing that new, experimental game I'm doing for PlayStation.
You mean Kanye?
I was just about to say that
He's
too.
actually making a game.
I'm going to
Collabo
DJ
with
Hero
Kanye.
3.
It was what was it?
No, I'm talking as Avicii right now.
Oh.
But no,
Talking about plastic instruments, Guitar Hero 3 is the one that really got me into a lot of heavier rock.
Definitely.
I would say. But I liked Guitar Hero 1 and 2 were kind of just like kind of easy ones because
It's kind of like the
you had your
greatest hits of rock.
yeah,
more
the
or
first
less.
two, and then I think when
3 had a
Activision
lot
picked it
more
up,
stuff.
it was like, hey, let's make it a little bit more mainstream, but let's add a couple new things, and it was like, oh, that's pretty cool. What was the other one?
Serious answer.
It's a serious answer though. A game that I love, and so weird too how you guys pick not weird, but you guys pick like Tony Hawk because of the soundtrack it has and all songs that are already made. But I love Sound Shapes for
It's original music.
It's original music, yeah. That's the one I picked. And then if I were to have like a runner up, I'd have to go with The Witcher, because I just love the music that plays every time you're like getting ready to play like Gwent. That I feel like that song is just perfect for like you sitting in like, I guess you can say, a tavern and playing like a card game.
Dude, we've done that in real life. We've played the
Yeah,
music
we
while
did.
playing
We
Gwent.
played
Yes, we
Gwent
have.
and actually had that on loop for like a couple hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't get old. I mean, the thing is I think with Witcher is the actual music in Witcher 3
It's awesome.
reminisces of like a huge Lord of the Rings almost.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a
I mean, I
big
still think
fantasy type
Lord of the
soundtrack.
Rings is still the best fantasy music I've ever heard, and I think that's one of the big things that has on like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones isn't really big on music. It's all right, but it's kind of like, stop, dude. But it straight up had talking about Witcher. It had that fantasy vibe, and it's something that it's like Star Wars. Like Star Wars wouldn't be the same without John Williams.
Yeah.
I feel like music
Big
has to be
orchestral
big on-
scores are awesome. One for me that's like a particular standout is Oblivion. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion by Jeremy Soule is like one of the greatest orchestral soundtracks that I've ever heard in the game.
Well, you definitely Bethesda's known for. I think they're known for memorable things when it comes to music. With like Fallout 3.
Well, the
it has
Skyrim
good-
theme song was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
The Dovahkiin, yeah.
No. Yeah, dude. Almost everybody in our fucking generation knows that one.
Yeah.
There's so many young people that know that shit too. Like,
Especially the level up theme.
How's it go
which was
again?
it?
It's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, like stuff like that. How about you, Gabe?
Well, I'm the same way with you guys. Like, for me, it's GTA San Andreas. Just
Okay.
because that
Yeah.
got me into 90s hip hop, the golden age of hip hop for me.
Yeah.
You know, it had Biggie. Well, yeah, it had Biggie, Tupac, Public Enemy. I just had everybody in that. It's amazing. That's what
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
about.
why, but I always found myself going back to that station in GTA 5.
Yeah, Radio Los Santos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
GTA.
no.
If
It
it
No,
was-
was,
it's the
it's
whatever.
West Coast Classics.
Yeah, West Coast Classics, the old school.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
in GTA 5. I'm talking about San Andreas, which is Radio Los
Oh,
Santos.
my bad.
no,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he was talking about GTA 5 though.
Yeah.
I mean,
got
I think-
confused, I'm sorry.
I mean, you could say that with
I
almost any
forgot you love
Rockstar game.
Los Santos so much.
I mean, LA Noir had good.
Or
Or I think
San
it had a
Andreas.
good.
Yeah.
It went with that noir perfectly. Red Dead went with that western perfectly. The music's great in that. I mean, like Rockstar just kind of nailed
They're just
sound
perfect with
perfectly.
the time period and
Oh yeah,
everything.
they really capture like what it is. If you listen to any of the radios and
Yeah.
any of the GTA games, and it reminisces like what's going on in that world perfectly. Yeah, that's a really good choice. I did want to put a little bit of shout out. I don't want to talk about it much, but of course I love Halo, and Halo 2 probably has, I think, when we're talking about original scores,
Yes.
one of the best scores, whether you like it or not. I mean, like, even people who aren't in the video games know the Halo theme song with the monks. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it. My girlfriend made a Snapchat of me, put it on her story of me trying to do it. And
I
it
would
was,
have loved to see
I feel like it's
it's
just such a
rough.
unique sound because it blends like choral,
that. Yeah.
orchestral things with just guitars,
Yep,
and
I love
somehow
it.
that
If-
comes
yeah, it's just
together
when-
in
yep.
like a unique.
Yeah, when you talk
sound
about the
that's really
actual
cool.
Halo 2 theme song, it has these big orchestral drums.
chugging riffs.
But yeah, then you chugs, you have amazing guitar solo on top of it, and then you have monks, and it's like, this shit shouldn't be like meshing so perfectly, but it is.
Yeah. Very cool.
But then also just the music through and out the whole game is just absolutely amazing. And Destiny had a pretty good soundtrack. I thought Destiny had a really good.
No, see, Destiny soundtrack is really good.
But we've heard like a lot of it.
Yeah, it literally sounds like Halo. Like a.
I don't know if it's
I don't
particularly
think
memorable.
in all
nothing
honesty,
really stood out.
it didn't have a big song. That's the biggest problem with it.
It doesn't have a big
didn't-
song, but it
didn't-
literally sounds like, it's weird to say, but like a Halo mixtape.
I mean, yeah.
I can see that.
No, yeah.
Check out my mixtape.
The funny thing,
Check
you know,
out
the
my
funny
mixtape.
thing is like all the DLC music I've actually enjoyed more because it sounds more different than Halo.
No, yeah.
So I'll give that to you. Like stuff in the House of Wolves. You remember if you go to, God, dude, what is it called? It's the not the tower, but the reef. The reef, yeah.
No, the music that's played in the Reef is nice. The music
I
that
do
you
like
play
that, yeah.
in the intro mission to House of Wolves is nice. And then also when you finally catch Skolas in the last story
Skolas.
mission,
No,
mission
but
is
dude,
also
like,
pretty
yeah,
nice.
when they play that music and it's really delicate, and they have the girls singing in the background, in the reef, dude, I'll sit there literally and be like, I'm about to go do a mission. Nah, I'll just sit here and listen to this music for just like another minute and like browse on my phone because this is just awesome. It reminisces of how unique Halo is, but doesn't sound like you said, a Halo mixtape. So that's kind of my answer. Do any of you guys have anything else to add to some of the best music in
I
gaming?
just stick of truth, South Park. Dude,
Yeah?
No, when you open.
I mean, it's something.
well,
stands
when
out.
you open Cartman's closet door and it just plays the music from the shows, I had a tear in my eye. I love that show so
And the
much.
transition song.
Yeah, it's such
that
a
whole game was fucking awesome.
yeah. I'm excited.
Dude, I'm
for-
so stoked for the fractured butthole.
Dude, I've been calling that sequel since day one. Ask Louther.
he did.
What, they're gonna make another one?
Yeah,
Fast.
no, with the
He called it Coons.
the
and
Coon and
Friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
What, you actually called it?
I
gonna be
called
Coon?
Coons and
Dude,
Friends.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's dope. Hopefully, it's as good as the first Coon and Friends and not as bad as the
God,
other
I
Coon and
hope.
Friends.
Yeah, at this point, like, you expect something from Obsidian, and I hope they deliver. Which, I mean, so far they do with every
Is it
game.
Obsidian this time though?
I
think so.
It is
Yeah.
Obsidian
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
They can't do anything wrong at this point. Not with South Park, not with Fallout either.
Yeah, I mean, New Vegas was amazing. They made South Park even through all that development hell. They made it amazing.
Mhm.
But anyway, guys, that is the second episode
I had
of
more.
the Nerd Outlet.
I had more.
You did? You
Yeah.
did?
Mhm.
My bad.
That's okay.
Preach, man, preach.
we got a little
Carried away.
off of it. Yeah. I'm a music nerd, so I like any kind of music in games or soundtracks that's like all done by bands that I know or like artists that I'm familiar with or something, or they like the developers purposely find an artist to do the entire soundtrack. So like one of the first ones I ever discovered was Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, and how that entire like soundtrack had a weird like electronic vibe to it because it was done by Amon Tobin, who's like an electronic sound designer pretty much.
Mhm.
And so that was like a cool one that I was early introduced to. There's others that like make me want to play certain games that I haven't played before, like Max Payne 3. The whole soundtrack was done by this band called Health. They're kind of like a noisy
No,
kind
yeah,
of
the Max Payne
electronic.
3 soundtrack is pretty
Yeah,
nice.
it's awesome.
Underrated game.
And I just feel like it fits the mood of that game so perfectly.
I need to give that game another shot. It was just a little bit too different than the other two for me.
Yeah.
That I was like, God, this isn't Max Payne, and I feel like that was my main reason why I jumped out
So
of that
did you
game.
finish it or did you stop like midway?
No, I played about four hours.
Oh man.
He did what we like to call around here in Nerd Outlet. He did a Nathan Haller.
Yeah.
Hey man, I played like 2 hours of the game. and
I've seen enough.
I've seen enough.
You think
and,
I'm
like,
bad? You think I'm bad? You think I'm bad at that? Nah, dude. I know so many people that are just
Hey.
horrible with that.
Can you guys please let him know he pulled a Nathan Haller?
Oh no, I totally pulled
Nathan,
Nathan. Howell.
you put a Nathan Howell.
I don't really do that much anymore.
You were yourself.
Sponsored by Nerd Outlet.
But when I worked, I will definitely say when I worked at GameStop and I just got the games for like I would just borrow the games for free. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I feel like straight up, since you haven't really taken advantage of it, like working at GameStop almost made me stop playing games as much as I used to.
See, I mean,
But you
It's
were
not your
working,
fault.
but like other than recently, like you haven't been really getting that many hours. Like you were working smaller shifts.
no, yeah.
So it's just like one of those things to where it's just like, I don't know, dude. I was working like 30 hours and I'd sit there and talk to every single person about video games and like, oh, hey, like, what did you think of this game? I was like, I feel like I almost feel obligated to play this game to like give you opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know. I would sit there and play in a couple hours of a game and borrow it for a day. And be like, I'm not really digging this right now. just put it back, and that's what I would usually do is put 2-3 hours into a game and just call it a day.
Just be
Other than I
Nathan
really
Howard.
liked it. No, dude,
Nathan
that's where
Howard.
it originated. Because before then, I would just get a game and just totally destroy it.
Did you ever play the multiplayer for Max Payne 3?
No.
Dude, it's one of the best multiplayers I've ever played.
I mean,
I really
when
wanna
it comes
give
to
that
like
game
a
a shot.
third-person
Yeah,
shooter,
it's fucking amazing.
Like it's weird too because even though it's a third-person shooter, it kind of feels like you're playing like an FPS.
And it's really balanced.
Yeah.
Like not just no weapon is overpowered.
It's good to
I mean,
hear.
because all the weapons kind of feel the same.
Yeah.
I mean, and they don't feel the same, but they do around the same amount of
Yeah.
damage.
Well, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So, anything else to add, guys?
I got a couple more.
Uh-huh.
Real quick, I'm sorry.
No, dude, no.
No, I mean, hey, dude, take your time, man.
Child of Light.
yes,
Yes.
Child of Light has some of the
Fantastic.
best.
Oh,
It's just
man.
gorgeous, like piano.
Dude,
and
just
folk
everything about that
music.
game.
It's done by like this
I need
Canadian
to finish that game.
composer. She's like a folk artist and a composer. She's just amazing.
Yeah, beautiful game, dude. No, shut up. That was my favorite game of that year.
I'm really close to finishing it. I just stopped playing because something else came out. I just
Absolutely adored that game. I thought the combat in that game was absolutely
great.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
because it like
The rhyming is the only thing that annoyed me. but
I really
that's just a
liked it.
personal-
I really liked it through and through. But when you notice one that didn't really flesh up, it really came out. If
I
that
just-
makes
Yeah.
makes sense.
I don't know.
So it's like it's
It's
one of those
cutesy.
things to where like you don't realize.
And I actually like the story too.
Yeah.
I love the story. I thought it was
Yeah.
an awesome story, and dude, I really just want them to make another one.
Bastion and Transistor. They were both done by the same composer, Darren
Oh, dude,
Korb, and
Transistor's-
they're both awesome. Transistor is my
has some-
favorite.
I
Yeah,
love
Transistor has some
Transistor.
really cool, dark,
I need to finish
dark
that too.
melodies.
And then
I need to finish that, dude. I didn't finish that.
Journey,
Journey
Of
has
course.
amazing.
and then Blood Dragon. Just that 80s vibe, pulsing bass. It's really
No,
good.
yeah, Blood Dragon was awesome.
It's done by Power Glove. They're just like a 80s parody band. So that's it.
Cool. Well, anyway, guys, that was the second episode of the not Nerd Outlet of the No Show. Make sure you guys come back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check out each segment of each episode. Anyway, guys, I'm Nathan.
I'm Greg.
I'm Tyler.
Who are you?
I'm Gabe.
I am 12.
I don't know what to say. Guys.
I'm nervous.
I'm a little scared, man.
Todd Howard.
I'm Ed Boone. I'm here to talk to you about Mortal Kombat
Nah, dude.
1
One.
and how it's a classic game.
Mortal
and
Kombat the one.
the one. But wow, it's a little awkward, everybody.
Just
Yeah,
say
it's a
your
little
name
awkward.
and goodbye.
Say it. I'm not even gonna say it next time. We're just gonna be like, and we're out. And
It's Louther.
we're out.
Sig Heil.